We are operating on a frequency of 52 megacycles by authority of the Federal Communications Commission. A test program follows. To you who have been trained technically, I need hardly say that there's still a number of problems to solve. I guess you know them as well as anybody knows them. But I think we've proceeded far enough to justify the statement, at least, that these technical problems are not insurmountable.
Let's move on. So this is adaptive.
This is adaptive, yes. So there is 6 chains in play here on Bandit. The main issue I bring it up now is because when we were playing the adaptive game, it didn't let the players actually proceed under adaptive, so they had to make a new reversal game and switch it over. But it will be Madrid Archons on Bandit with 6 chains, and No King of Phantom Austria with Sage Point with no chains.
For me, this is Bandit all the way. I mean, even with 6 chains.
Bandit is such a disgusting deck. Me and Christoph became friends because I came across Bandit, and we pretty much spent a good few hours just replaying the same games over and over and over again. And then for weeks I just kept going up against Bandit with different decks. The triple Archimedes Neutron Shark is just disgusting. It can clear pretty much anything. You've got Grunt Buggy to delay. It's gonna be a hell of a game, and Christoph knows his deck inside and out. He knows how to beat it.
But he's not playing it.
He's not playing. Yeah, but he knows how. If you know your deck, you know how to beat your deck. It's a hard deck to play. So here's hoping that his opponent doesn't have.
So it started with Brenner Fanatic coming down, replied with by a Zug.
Brenner Fanatic coming down turn 1 is a brilliant system to come in here, because it stops your opponent trying to rush ahead too early. So only steals the 1 back. I think Christoph's going to not have an issue with that. He's got the Nerve Blast, drops the Seeking Needle, and drops the Asp.
Yeah.
There's going to be a bit of clipping issues because the other 2 games didn't have the timer on. So the artifacts and a couple of cards will be a little bit clipped, but that's because I rushed my new setup after TCO updated.
So we've got Groggins come back down with lots of now taking 7 damage.
That's a sad, glorious few. Only gaining 1. Plays the 1 stood against many now for the Amber rather than playing a creature and taking out Groggins.
Interesting.
That is very true.
There goes Groggins.
Uses Groggins to the fight, stops Seeking Needle value, which is why I think Christoph was keeping it around.
Would make sense. So Groggins comes in.
We see a Smith and a Signal Fire in hand, so I do think it's going to be another Bromna turn if we don't see another creature come down.
It'll be
because that will push Valmy up to 6.
Yeah.
Christoph is technically ahead, but if we look at the hands, we know Valmy has got the control.
I mean, bait and switch will do its job still too, but
JB, I think in this situation, Christoph is digging to find EMP Blast before Valmy finds Sting. Is going to come down to that interaction. If Christoph can find EMP Blast and hold it, then the Sting becomes a lot less of a threat.
So bait and switch has gone down. Groggins, Signal Fire. Miasma has played to stop the Forge. Life for a Life, and then Umbra goes down.
The Life for a Life was quite good for me. Get rid of the Groggins. I think they're just trying to reduce the value of the destruction cards, such as Relentless Whisper, but then played the Umbra anyway, which allows the Amber to be stolen. Christoph giving up on trying to stop the key, just cycling through the hand, but it'll definitely be a Shadow's turn next turn. But we see the Hexbion. The Hexbion between the 2 Archimedes for me is a misplay. You want the 2 Archimedes next to each other so at least one gets archived.
Yeah, but it depends how you want to play it. But you're right, I'd say. Yeah, the way he's played it, yeah.
Kristoff isn't playing with chains. The top deck's playing with chains, the one that got the sting. Oh, neutralize the chain advantage. Yeah, that makes sense. So the sting comes down while Kristoff is not at 6. It just does give time to find an answer. We do see Battlefleet with 4 cards in hand.
That's not the answer you need, though, really.
Discarding the bad penny, the rite of passage. Ooh! Doesn't go into... So, choosing to dig deeper and find more... to find more Mars cards to go off the Battlefleet. Plays the poke, Jagoggle, Howard's End under Jagoggle.
Yeah, what else do you put under it with that hand?
Hexbion holds the Neutron Shark because it's one of it. But you see, this is where the other putting those Archimedes together would have been huge. You wouldn't have lost them both to the Poison Wave. Neutron Shark would have been able to Neutron Shark would have been able to keep archiving Jagoggle, keep archiving itself, because that is how Bandit works. It archives its big threats, such as Ronnie Wristclock, Brenda Fanatic, and then sets them up with Neutron Shark. You put Brenda Fanatic under Jagoggle, you put it next to an Archimedes, you then sack Jagoggle with Neutron Shark, you play Brenda Fanatic, you then sack Brenda Fanatic with Neutron Shark, you then archive Brenda Fanatic, and you just go and go and go.
Yeah.
So it looks like I missed the Mars term while I was explaining there, but didn't draw the EMP blast. Kristoff resigning himself to his fate of giving his opponent 6 amber.
It's still the extra turn, so if you can get the amber generation through, it's fine.
This is true. We've got to take hostages, but the fight isn't going to really do anything. Oh, heal in a fight. We have the Grunt Buggy, but we don't have any. We can make a creature bigger than 5, which is an option, but it's got to be a Logos turn here. The Neutron Shark is going to be brilliant here for sacrificing the Sting. Out of house Sting removal is beautiful here. EMP shows up a turn too late. Literally a turn too late.
Yeah, and then Neutron Shark gets through it. Yeah.
That's disappointing for Kristoff to see there.
But again, he's got 2 turns to get the amber up, and there's not an awful lot of capture. I mean, there's some, but the miasma's there, so that kind of negates one of the turns. So
there's the Battlefleet. So what Kristoff is looking at here is to just get to 6, and keep applying the pressure he has essentially to do it this turn.
yeah.
His opponent forges, then it goes back to him, and he needs to win here, because I don't think this deck has any outs for 10 amber. The main risk clocks.
Miasma comes in just to get the amber at this point. Clear the board, yeah, and then Bandit takes it.
I don't know why he didn't kill off the board, but it goes 1-1. Maybe he was hoping to get some Mind Warper action and bring him down that way.